All right, you degenerates. Time to crack open a cold one and get ready for some serious shit as we dissect the life of a woman who's more than just a pretty face, especially when she's surrounded by spies.
Interesting.
We're diving deep into the world of Samantha Bond, the OG Miss Moneypenny from, the Pierce Brosnan Bond flicks.
Right, right. The one who is way more than just some secretary taking notes.
Let's cut the crap, though. Most people probably only remember her for 5 minutes of screen time with W7?
Yeah, probably. It's easy to get stuck in a typecast in those massive blockbuster franchises, especially when you're next to a badass like Bond.
Oh, absolutely. But trust me, there's way more to this woman than just looking good in a tight dress.
For sure. Her career is huge. It spans decades. From those iconic Bond movies to some seriously hardcore theater work.
Theater?
Really? Yeah. Did you know she started out with, get this, the Royal Shakespeare Company?
No shit. The RSC. That's not some rinky-dink community theater gig?
Right. We're talking top-tier British theater here.
Yeah. I bet she could practically sleepwalk through Shakespeare after all that.
Huh, maybe. She took on some of the toughest roles out there. Rosalind in As You Like It. Lady Macbeth in Macbeth.
Whoa, 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 hold up. She played Lady Macbeth.
Yeah, she did it all. And don't forget about her Tony-nominated role in Amy's View alongside Judi Dench.
A Tony nomination. Holy shit, that's like the Oscars of the theater world, right?
You say, mate. I always thought of her as more of a screen actress.
Oh, for sure. She's got this powerful stage presence, this way of pulling you in and making you believe every damn word.
Interesting. Interesting.
But what's really wild is how she can balance that intensity with being totally down to earth.
True, true.
You see it in her TV roles, especially in Outnumbered.
Oh, man, that show is hilarious.
Isn't it?
She's brilliant as that slightly pissed off Auntie Angela.
Totally.
It's like she went from Cocktails with Bond to, wrangling a pack of crazy kids without breaking a sweat.
That's Samantha Bond for you. She's got this insane range.
Yeah. 1 minute, she's all elegance and grace in a period piece like Downton Abbey, and the next, she's a normal, everyday woman dealing with family drama.
Speaking of Downton Abbey, man, that show was a phenomenon.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone was hooked on the Crawleys and their upstairs, downstairs bullshit.
Totally.
And Bond, she fit right in.
She did.
As the wealthy, and let's face it, kind of meddling Lady Rosamund Painswick.
She brought something special to that character. Real depth.
Yeah, you could tell she's used to playing those upper crust types.
But she also had this warmth and humor that made you like her.
Right, right.
Even with all those fancy hats and shady eyebrow raises.
But then you see her in something like Home Fires.
Right.
Set during World War II.
Oh, yeah.
And she's a completely different kind of strong woman.
Exactly.
It's amazing how she can just slip into any era, any social class, and totally own it. Makes you wonder where the hell she came from.
Well, her background is interesting.
Yeah.
Both her parents were in the entertainment industry. Her dad was an actor and her mom was a TV producer, so it's kind of in her blood,
So it's like a family business.
Yeah, but she didn't actually start acting until she was 21.
21? Seriously. That's pretty late to jump into the acting world, isn't it? Most of those drama school kids are born with a script in their hand.
Yeah, she must have had some serious guts to just go for it like that.
And then, bam, within a year, she's landing roles on TV shows like Mansfield Park and Rumpole of the Bailey.
Like she was making up for lost time.
It's crazy to think she could have gone down a totally different path.
Imagine Samantha Bond as a lawyer or a doctor.
I know, right? It's hard to picture her doing anything else.
It's like acting chose her,
Yeah, some destiny bullshit or something.
Maybe.
But before we get too deep into her mystical acting powers, let's talk about the whole Miss Moneypenny thing.
Okay.
Gotta be weird being known as Bond's right-hand woman for so long.
You think?
Did she ever get tired of being the eye candy in those films?
Well, she's actually said that she saw Moneypenny as way more than just a pretty face. She saw her as intelligent, capable,
Yeah, I guess.
essential to Bond's success.
All right.
And you know what? She's right. Moneypenny wasn't some damsel in distress waiting for Bond to rescue her.
It's true.
She was right there in the action, part of the whole spy game.
She always had that I know something you don't look on her face.
She did.
But let's be real. Those Bond films, they're all about action, gadgets, explosions.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did she ever get to kick some ass alongside 007?
Not really, but there was that funny moment in the 2012 Olympic bid ad with Roger Moore.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
They could reprise their Bond roles.
Yeah, it was like a mini Bond reunion, even if it was just for a commercial.
You know what? Even if she didn't get to jump out of exploding buildings or shoot any bad guys, she still held her own.
She did. She brought a certain something to Moneypenny.
Right.
Made her more than just a sidekick.
Yeah, she wasn't just arm candy.
Yeah. She was a crucial part of the team. And that says something about her talent, you know?
Yeah, she could easily gotten lost in all the Bondness of it all.
Totally.
But she carved out her own space in that world.
And that's what makes her so damn interesting.
She's not afraid to play the supporting role.
But she always makes it memorable.
It's like she's got this secret sauce
You got it.
that elevates every character she touches.
Exactly. She's got this quiet power that just radiates from her, even when she's not the center of attention.
So we've got a stage veteran, a Bond girl, a period drama queen, and a down-to-earth family woman.
And she's not done yet.
What else?
You know, she also narrates audiobooks.
No shit. Seriously.
She's damn good at it, too.
An award for talking into a microphone.
She even won an Earphones Award for her narration of Magpie Murders.
Ooh, I guess she really can do it all.
It seems like it.
I bet she could narrate a tax audit and make it sound sexy.
Uh-huh, probably. But seriously, her voice work is amazing.
All right, you beautiful bastards. Stay tuned for part 2. We're going to uncover even more layers of this fascinating woman. Trust me, you don't want to miss this.
It's gonna be good. It's funny, you know, we've been going on and on about all these different roles she's played,
Yeah.
but there's still this mysterious aura around Samantha Bond herself.
Really? I thought we'd uncovered a ton of shit already.
Yeah.
What else is there to know?
Well, think about it. We know about her work, her awards, the big names she's worked with.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the woman behind all that? What
Right.
makes her tick? What are her passions? What scares her? You know, her weird little quirks.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. It's like we've got this detailed map of her career,
Right.
but we're missing, like, the key to unlock the real Samantha Bond.
Exactly.
The person behind all the characters.
And that's what makes this whole deep dive so damn interesting, right?
Yeah.
We're not just listing off achievements. We're trying to get inside her head
Right.
to understand what shaped her into this powerhouse actress she is today.
So how do we crack the code? Do we need to, like, hire a private investigator or something? I'm not really up for any illegal shit.
No, nothing like that. I think the key is to look closer.
Closer.
Yeah, beyond the surface of her roles.
Okay.
And try to find those glimpses of her real personality.
Okay. I like it. Give me an example.
Remember when she had to sing in Dirty Rotten Scoundrels?
Oh, yeah?
And she was, like, totally freaked out by it.
Yeah, she had some serious stage fright, didn't she? That's kind of endearing, actually. Like, even this crazy, talented woman has her vulnerability.
Right. It shows that she's not afraid to push herself.
Yeah.
Even if it means facing her fears head on.
And that's pretty badass, I gotta say.
Totally.
Makes you wonder, what other hidden talents or passions does she have?
I know, right? What other challenges is she dying to tackle?
Maybe she's secretly training for a marathon.
Or learning to play the drums.
Or she's a master chef in disguise.
The possibilities are endless.
This is why I love these deep dives, man. We start with one question,
Yeah.
and it just spirals into all these unexpected discoveries. It's like peeling back the layers of an onion.
Except instead of tears, we get these, fascinating insights.
I like that.
And speaking of layers, her directing work, that's another piece of the puzzle, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's not as well known as her acting.
True.
But it gives us this glimpse into her creative process, how she sees things, how she leads.
She directed The Memory of Water, didn't she?
Yep.
And that play won a frickin' Olivier Award.
Huge deal in British theater, like their version of the Tonys.
So she's not just a talented actress.
Nope.
She's a gifted director, too. Damn, this woman is like a Swiss Army knife of talent.
It's pretty amazing.
She can act, she can direct, she can narrate audiobooks.
What can't she do?
Seriously. It's kind of mind-blowing. You know, it's funny. At the beginning of this, I thought we were going to dig up some juicy gossip
Haha.
or behind-the-scenes drama.
Yeah.
But this is way better.
Isn't it?
We're getting this, like, real sense of who she is
Right.
as an artist and as a human being.
Totally agree. It's like we're putting together a portrait of this complex, multifaceted woman.
And the best part is, we're still just scratching the surface.
We are.
So what's next? What's the next layer we need to peel back?
Well, I think it's time we dive into her voice work.
Her audiobooks.
Yeah, that Earphones Award she won for Magpie Murders wasn't just handed to her. There's something special about her narration style. It just grabs you and doesn't let go.
All right, I'm game. Let's get into it, see what makes her voice so damn captivating.
Buckle up, because we're entering the world of audio storytelling,
Wow.
where the power of the voice is everything. And with Samantha Bond leading the way, it's going to be one hell of a ride.
Okay, so Samantha Bond is like a total rock star when it comes to acting. But this whole audiobook thing, this is some next level shit, right?
It really is. A lot of people think that narrating audiobooks is just reading words off a page, but it's way more than that. It's about breathing life into those words.
Yeah.
Creating a whole world with your voice, a world that listeners can just get lost in.
So it's kind of like acting, but without all the cameras and costumes and bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all about using your voice to get those emotions across, the character, the atmosphere. And Samantha Bond, she just nails it.
So what's her secret? Does she have like a magical voice or something?
Uh-huh.
Because I can barely get through a bedtime story without putting my kids to sleep.
Well, she does have a beautiful voice, that's for sure. Rich and warm and super expressive. But it's more than just that. It's about technique, too.
Technique, you mean like breathing exercises and all that jazz?
Yeah, stuff like that is important, but it's also about understanding the text, knowing when to emphasize certain words, when to pause for effect, how to create different voices for different characters.
Damn, that's pretty intense. It's like a one-woman show, but in a recording booth.
Pretty much. And she's brilliant at it. You got to listen to her narration of Magpie Murders.
What's that one about?
It's this intricate mystery, multiple storylines, a ton of characters.
Sounds complicated.
And she just weaves it all together seamlessly with her voice.
So you're saying she could narrate a phone book and make it sound like a freaking thriller?
I'm saying she could narrate a grocery list and make you feel like you're on some kind of culinary adventure.
Yeah.
She's that good.
Okay, I'm convinced I need to check out her audiobooks like right now.
Yeah.
But it's funny, we've talked about all these different parts of her career,
Yeah.
but we haven't really gotten into her personal life at all. Is she married? Got kids? Does she, collect porcelain dolls in her spare time?
Well, she is married, and she has 2 kids. As for the porcelain dolls, you'd have to ask her yourself.
Fair enough. But it's interesting, right? We've been so focused on the actress
Yeah.
that we kind of forgot about the woman behind it all.
It's true, and I think that says something about her, her professionalism, her ability to keep her private life private. She's not out there spilling her guts on talk shows or posting every little thing on social media.
Yeah, she's like the opposite of a Kardashian.
Exactly. She lets her work do the talking, and that's something I really respect. It's like she's saying, look, I'm here to entertain you, to make you think, to challenge you, but I'm also going to keep a part of myself just for me.
Damn, that's kind of deep, man. Never thought I'd get all philosophical on a podcast about Samantha Bond. But it makes sense. She's more than just an actress. She's a woman who's lived a life, who's had her own experiences, her own unique view of the world. And that's what makes her so damn interesting.
Couldn't have said it better myself. She reminds us that even the most famous, most talented people are still human, and that's something we should all keep in mind.
All right, you beautiful bastards. That's a wrap on Samantha Bond. We've covered a lot of ground today, from her early days on stage to, the whole Miss Moneypenny thing, to her award-winning audiobook narration. We've explored her range, her talent, and all those layers of mystery.
And hopefully we've inspired you to check out her works. See for yourself why Samantha Bond is one of the most captivating actresses of our time.
So go out there, dive deep into the world of Samantha Bond. Watch her movies, listen to her audiobooks, maybe even catch her on stage if you're lucky enough.
Yeah.
And let us know what you think. We're always down for a good Samantha Bond discussion.
Until next time, keep those minds curious and keep those conversations going.